Why am I spending a minimum of $100 every time I go out? It is hard to change somebody's mind who does not like you. Drama is literally draining. The company you keep will determine the things that you do. This one is important. Hey booze, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to tell you 22 things I learned at the age of 22, because I am 22. Now, I'm not saying this because I'm the most disciplined person in the world or I have everything figured out. I'm still learning. I'm still young at the end of the day, but I feel like anyone younger than me, they could take this information, and maybe someone older, like maybe this is something that you never thought of or you never imagined that you would know. But this comes from wins, losses, situations I put myself in, situations people put me in, and I just want to share with you guys some of these things. Number one, stop rushing to grow up. I get it. When we were younger, we were always talking about, oh my gosh, I can't wait till I get older. I can't wait till I'm able to do this. I can't wait till I'm able to do this. But just appreciate where you are in your life at this moment, because I'm telling you, you can never get those experiences back. I can never get back elementary school. I can never get back playing with my friends and having no care in the world. I can never get back high school. I can never get back some of the experiences that I had in life. And you need these experiences because some of them teach you how to grow up. They teach you your morals. They teach you things you will not go for, teach you things you will go for, how to deal with life and deal with people around you. Sometimes I wish that I could be young again, because baby, them responsibilities, they do not stop. They come knocking at your door fast and quick. Number two, money follows value, patience, and consistency. I get it. It's in a day and age where everyone wants fast money. Everyone always wants things handed to them. But I'm not gonna lie, a lot of these people, you don't know what it took for them to get this money. You don't know what it took for them to get this fame. And it really depends on what you're looking for. A lot of people, they're not looking for fame. They just want the money. But again, you have to put in the work. You have to put in the consistency. You have to be patient, okay? Things take time, but good things always do happen. With that being said, financial literacy is freedom. I wish that when I was younger in high school that we would have talked more about saving and investments. I did have one class in high school about that, but that was towards the end of my senior year. And baby, by that time I was ready to go. You know, I was ready to get up out of there. I was not worried about nothing they was talking about. But saving, investing your money, all of that is important. And I get it. Sometimes it's hard when you're living paycheck to paycheck and you can't really save, you can't really invest. However, when you get those large sums of money, put some away, invest some. Even if you can't do that, think about where your money is going and what you're about to spend it on. Because I can tell you how many times I go outside with my friends. Why am I spending a minimum of $100 every time I go out? That is not normal. That is not okay, especially if it's just a normal little link up. No, like, I really needed to learn that I didn't have to spend that much money to go out. Number four, protect your peace. Oh my gosh, I don't know how many times I'm going to be saying this. Protect your peace, protect your peace, protect your peace. People are going to try you. People are going to test your boundaries. People are going to test your morals. Most importantly though, don't be in all that drama. Like, drama is literally draining. When I was younger, it was all cool then, you know, everyone's in everyone's business, it's all this drama. But as you get older, you do not want to deal with that. You don't want to deal with it, you don't want to talk about it. It literally starts to drain you and it starts to take the energy out of you. And that's not protecting your peace. That's not preserving your peace. You're giving your peace away to people, piece by piece, little by little. And I'm gonna tell you guys this one time. It is hard to change somebody's mind who does not like you. If they already have it set in their mind they do not like you, what do you think you going back and forth with them and talking about them is gonna do? They're still not gonna like you. So you're really beating a dead horse. Just let it go. Some things are not worth your energy. Some things are not worth an argument. Now, I'm not gonna say just let people play in your face, okay? I'm not saying that. There's different ways that you can literally set boundaries and tell people, no, I don't like that. I'm not dealing with that. But a lot of things people do so that they can get a reaction out of you and that they can bring you out of character. Protect your peace. Number five, friends will come and friends will go. I get it. You have friend fallouts or just time makes you grow apart. People grow in different directions. There is nothing wrong with that. However, you need to understand you will make more friends. Okay, especially if you're younger than me. Don't be no 16-year-old thinking your life is over because you lost some friends. Baby, you will make more friends, especially if you're about to go to college, especially if you're about to start the workforce. You're gonna make friends, you're gonna meet new people. However, there were a lot of times, like even back then, I used to be like, oh my gosh, like No, I could be friends with these people and not be doing what they're doing. Two things could be true at once, though. I'm condoning what they're doing by still being friends with them, but I don't have to partake in it. But from the outside point of view, it's like, nah, she's with them. Instead of forcing people to stay in your life, instead of beating a dead horse, just appreciate the memories you had with them, appreciate the good times, and learn to forgive. And you're not forgiving for them, you're forgiving for yourself. When you hold on to that resentment and that hate and that anger, it starts to literally wear on your well-being. They don't care what they gonna do with that. They going about their life, living their merry life. But you don't hold on to that. Learn to forgive within your heart. You don't have to go telling people you forgive them or that you accept their apology or anything of that sort. Just learn to let things go within yourself, and you're gonna feel brand new. This one is important. Number 6, don't make a relationship your whole life. Please, like, please, 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 please. A relationship should add value to your life, but it should not be your life, okay? Remember that. Because I know so many people who literally ignore their friends, cancel hanging out with their friends, just neglect their friends for a relationship. Then when a relationship ends, you want to come back to your friends like, boo, we are not second options. We was actually here before that man's. Yeah, no. But yeah, just don't make a relationship your whole entire identity. You need to find things that you like to do without outside that relationship. You need to find your hobbies. You actually need to do things alone, okay? Being up under each other all the time, it starts to get a little questionable. It's not that healthy, especially if you're just being up under each other and you're in the house. You could do that with your friends. I'm confused. That y'all being fast and y'all being lustful. That's the issue. You're gonna grow up, you're gonna find out being lustful is not the way to go, baby. It's not the way to go. I'm not gonna get too deep into that, but if you know, you know. Number 7, walk away from people who do not value you. Now, I gotta take this lesson as well. It's something I'm continuing to learn and continuing to work on because I'm the type of person where I forgive people, and I really want people to change. I always have hope that people will change because I feel like I change. I feel like I adapt. But I need to understand that everyone is not like me. Everyone is not like you. Just because you'll do one thing does not mean the other person that you're cool with or you used to be cool with is going to do the same. But I'm not going to say the first sign of disrespect. It really depends on what it is. This is for friendships and relationships. As soon as it gets to the point where it's like, you don't respect me, you don't value me as a person, it's like you don't know my worth or using my kindness for weakness, it's time to peace out, baby. Number 8, do not let anger control your actions. I know this is easier said than done, and I have been at stages in my life where anger has consumed me and it made me do things that I am not proud of. Like, I think back on my high school years, the beginning part, and I'm like, wow, Macy, like you literally used to be wild, y'all. I used to get so angry and so irritable so fast with people. I would let my emotions take over my actions. However, do not let that happen to y'all because believe it or not, a lot of people are in jail or a lot of people are serving these life sentences because they let their anger, they let their emotions control their actions. And then when they sit back and think about it, after the anger has wore off and these emotions have cleared, they're like, wow, like I shouldn't have did that. I was just literally doing anything. Exactly. You were doing anything because you felt the emotion at that time and it faded away. Emotions do not last. I need people to realize that. Love, hate, sadness, that's all things that can go away. And I know people like to say, well, if you love me, how can that go away if you love someone? I feel like loving someone comes with a lot of other things rather than just love. If you just say you love me, but you continue to disrespect me, then you really do not love me. You have to value me. You have to continue to put in that work. I'm only 22 and I'm realizing that, but there's people that's older than me that are letting their emotions take over and control everything that they do, and they end up in these situations where now they're angry at the world, but it's like, how are you angry at the world? Yeah, they did something you didn't like, but you responded to it. People don't care about what they did at first. As you get older, it'd be like, okay, they did that to you, but why did you have to do that? Like, what was the point of that? Just let it go. They're baiting you. Number 9, Comparison steals joy. Oh my gosh, this I've been saying this saying like for the past 2 months. Comparison steals joy, especially in this day and age. We have YouTube, we have TikTok, we have Twitter, we have Instagram. We have all of these platforms that shows people's lives and things that they're doing in their life. And a lot of times you could compare yourself to people and you could be like, oh my gosh, why am I not here in life? Or why am I not doing this? Or why am I not making this much money? Why don't I have this many followers? But if you continue to compare yourself to somebody, baby, you're just gonna continue to feel bad about yourself. You're gonna continue to live in that mindset and you're not going to progress. You actually need to use that as motivation. You need to say, oh, she's my age and she could do this. Okay, that means I could do it as well. If you see someone doing it, that means it is most likely able to be done, for sure. Because they're doing it, so why can't you do it? And it's gonna take time. Like I said, it's gonna take patience. People are living these lifestyles and most of the time, they're not real. Most of the time, they're lying for clicks and for views. So do not take everything you see on social media as true, okay? Some things are lies. It's social media, y'all. Sorry. Number 10. Don't play with your credit score. If you already know that you're not good with money, you're not good with saving, if you're not good with keeping things in your bank account and paying off your debt, do not get a credit card. Do not start ruining your credit score, because I know when you're younger, you're like, oh, why do I need this? What things is it of importance? Oh, it's only for older people. Yeah, but you better start young and learning how to keep that credit score up, because it's way easier to lower your credit score than it is to raise it. I'm gonna tell you that now, and I'm gonna tell you that from experience. Okay, leave them credit cards alone if you do not know how to build it up and if you're gonna be irresponsible. A lot of things check your credit. Even when you want them little credit cards at stores and everything, they still run your credit. I know a lot of times they be like, oh, credit doesn't matter. I used to work at Best Buy Wigs. We always used to tell people, oh, credit don't matter. Like, you rather us check your credit than because we used to be across from a dealership. So we're like, you rather us check your credit than the dealership because it hits you more. No, baby. We just lying to them people. We was just lying to those people. Like, I had to get up out of there. Number 11. Learn to enjoy your own company. This is something I'm now learning, like since I was 20 up until now. I enjoy my own company. I've always been someone who did, but then, you know, when it gets to the point, like, you want your friends to go everywhere with you, you're scared to go out by yourself, you have social anxiety. When I got to college, y'all, I didn't even want to go to the cafe by myself because I'm like, no, I need my friends. No, it's gonna be people that see me. No, man, when I tell you, my last year, I got out of that. I said, if I gotta go by myself, I gotta go by myself. Like, 9 times out of 10, I'd rather go by myself because I want to go straight back to my room. I want to go straight back to my room, put on my show, and lay down in bed. Like, one thing about me, I love my bed. But not only spending time with yourself at home, take yourself on solo dates. Like, take yourself to the movie, take yourself out to eat, go on a walk by yourself, go get ice cream by yourself. Like, just learn yourself so that you learn your boundaries, you learn your morals, and you're okay with sitting in a season by yourself. One thing I'm gonna tell you about me, God has put me in an isolation season, and I'm actually really okay with it. I'm not saying like I don't see my friends or anything, but I'm way less social, and I'm way less, when I say my phone is dry, nobody hits this phone up. And it's okay, I'm cool. I don't hate nobody. I don't feel no type of way that it's like that, because understand, I'm in a period of my life where I need to be myself, and I need to continue to grow, and I need to actually put forth the work to get to where I want to be. It's time for me to lock in. I just graduated college, babe. It's time for me to, it's on the roll. Number 12. Motivation wears off. So if you're doing something based off the fact that, oh, I got motivation to do it now, or this is the perfect time, I just want to let you know now that motivation is going to wear off. Motivation does not last forever. Okay, so you need to build good habits, you need to build discipline, and you need to set a routine so that when that motivation wears off, you're like, no, I still want to go to the gym because this is something I have been doing, or I still want to pick up my Bible and read it every day because this is something I have been doing. Had a point in my life, and it was like, I'm so motivated to read the Bible, I'm so motivated to learn about God. That motivation wore off, and I'm like, okay, so what we about to do? What we about to do? Like, am I just about to be like, oh, toss the Bible, or am I going to sit there and I'm going to continue to build discipline and continue to build a habit where I pick up this Bible daily, even though I really don't feel like it? And I built that discipline and I built that habit, and I've been doing really good. I have a Bible streak of like 45 right now. That's more than a month, and I'm very, very proud of myself that I choose to pick up my Bible and I can choose to learn and read every day, even when I don't feel like it, because I don't feel like it most days. That leads us to number 13. Build discipline. I know it may seem like you don't have discipline to do things. Like, some things are really hard, y'all. Like keeping that diet, going to the gym every day, just being consistent, doing your homework. Like, I get it. Some things it really be like, oh, like I don't want to do this. I really don't. But once you build that discipline, once you learn that you can be disciplined in certain things, oh, it's going to change. Things are really going to change. And I know it may seem scary at first. It's also about setting your boundaries, just letting it be known, like, I don't want to do this. I have to keep track of this. I gotta go to bed early because I gotta do this. Like, once you start to build those little habits and that discipline, I feel like your life just starts to come together. You know those people on YouTube and TikTok that you like to watch, and it's like, oh my gosh, they have a whole morning routine and they do this and they do that, and I wish I could do that. You can do that, baby. You can. Build that discipline. But I promise you, you could be living just like how they living. Number 14, appreciate your mother. Now, I'm not going to be ignorant and say that, oh, everyone has a great relationship with their mother or everyone has a mother in their life. But I will say, for me, nobody loves you like your mother. Nobody loves me like my mother. I can tell you that right now. She loves me through everything. Like, I tell you, it was times in our life where I wanted to cut her off. I didn't want to talk to her. I thought she was singling me out and she was doing all this stuff to me. But I reached a point in my life where it's like, I love her. I appreciate her for everything that she do in my life. She still gets on my nerves. I'm not going to discredit that. But, you know, I'm learning to appreciate her more because I'm not always going to have my mother. And it's a privilege. It's very much a privilege. Number 15, stop waiting for the perfect time. It will never be the perfect time. I'm telling you that now. I'm telling you from someone who always says, oh, it's not the right time. Oh, it's this. Oh, it's that. Oh, I'm going to start on the first of the month because that sounds better. Oh, I'm going to start at the end of the month because that sounds better. It's never going to be the perfect time. You're just continuing to make excuses. The more excuses you make, the more you're not going to do it. That's me with social media. I always would tell my friends, oh, it's not the right time, or oh, I just don't feel like it, or this and that. I've been locking in for the past month because I'm like, it's never going to be the perfect time. And I'm only getting older. Like, I said I wanted to start YouTube and start social media when I was like 16, 17. I'm 22. I did so many things in my life I probably could have recorded, and I probably could have, you know, had a following by now. It's better now than never. Number 16, set boundaries. Have morals. When you have boundaries and when you have a moral compass that you will not let anyone come between or make you fall off of, you're going to do so much better in life. That is my thing that I'm still learning now. I'm trying to set boundaries in the things, in the relationships that I have, because I'm a very nice person. I'm very kind. And a lot of people take that for granted. A lot of people feel as though they can just walk all over me or they can say anything. And I'm gonna tell you this now, I'm really not someone to be played with. Like, my mouth is smart. My mouth is quick. But I do let a lot of things slide because I'm like, I just don't want to deal with it. Like, I really don't want to deal with it. But that's why I'm telling you guys to set boundaries so that people know, okay, this is not something Missy's gonna go for. This is not something that she's gonna like. She probably gonna cut me off if I do this. Yeah, I need you to put a little bit of fear in your heart to not mess with me. Number 17, stay curious. Never stop learning. When you walk in a room, you need to strive to be the smartest person in that room, even if you're not. You need to ask questions. You need to learn from people. I don't like people who just take everything they see at face value and they don't want to ask questions. They don't want to learn for themselves. If you do that, you're going to continue to be tricked in this life. I'm telling you that now. Okay, it don't matter if you didn't go to school. It don't matter if you didn't go to college. It don't matter if you didn't finish. It does not matter. You can still continue to learn. You can still continue to grow. If you want a business, you need to learn the ins and outs of that business. You need to learn what's going to sell, what's not going to sell. You need to learn what works for you. So for you to think, oh, I'm at an age where I don't need to learn anymore, or I don't need to do this, you're never going to get to an age where you never need to learn. I'm going to tell you that now. There's people who's 50 and they're still learning, even if it's little weird facts. And with that learning, sometimes you have to be able to take constructive criticism. Now, there's a difference between constructive criticism and criticism. When people are just blatantly rude and just blatantly want to put you down, that's criticism, okay? You need to check people for that. Check them respectfully. However, constructive criticism is when people can tell you about yourself or tell you things to better you, okay? They want to see growth. They want to see you propel in life. There is definitely a difference. But the moment you think that you know everything and that you can stop learning, you're going to stop growing as a person. Number 18, don't tell everyone your business. Oh my gosh, this is a big one. Not everyone is rooting for you in your life. You can think that people are your friend. You can think that people love you, and you start telling them your business, baby, they're running off and they're telling other people, or they're talking behind your back, or they're preying on your downfall. And that is something I had to learn. I don't think necessarily I had people that like ran and told my business, nothing that came back to me at least, but I've always been someone who liked to keep certain things to herself. I don't share everything with my friends, and sometimes I get called secretive for that. Sometimes I get called sneaky for that. However, I don't think it's sneaky. I don't think I'm secretive. It's just that, why do I have to share everything? I love my friends. They know certain things about me that other people do not know. However, I can count on one hand the amount of people who know really deep and personal things about me. You got so many friends, you know everybody, da da da. Yeah, like, you're calling them my friends, but I don't consider these people my friends. Like, I just talk to them. They're acquaintances. They're people that I don't want to say filler people. I feel like that is so disrespectful. However, they're just people that I'm cool with. They're literally people I'm cool with. They don't know nothing about me, nothing serious about me. Like, I know at times it could be hard because once you get talking and you like, especially with girls, once we get to talking, y'all, everything just be out, everything. But no, just learn to keep some things to yourself because everything is not meant to be shared. Number 19, take care of your mental health. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. People think that they can neglect it or it can never be them, or that, oh wow, like I never had depression or I never had anxiety. If you continue to let things pile up in your life, if you continue to feel stressed about things, and you just continue to not nip it in the bud when it happens or when you feel it, you're going to start to go through things. Your body is going to start responding because now it don't know what to do with all this pent-up anxiety and pent-up frustration. At the time, I'm thinking my mental health is fine. Like, I'm tricking myself in my head. I'm thinking, no, everything is fine. I don't need no help, nothing of the sort. Then my body started to tell me something was wrong. Okay, if you're getting your period every week and that never used to happen, and you're not sexually active or you don't do anything, or you're not on birth control, your body is telling you that something is wrong. If you're not feeling the urge to eat, or you get full really fast, or it feels like you can't keep down food, your body is probably telling you something. So you need to regulate your nervous system and get it together, boo. Get it together, whether that be talk to a therapist, whether that be talk to yourself. I talk to myself so much in my room. I literally talk to myself like this. The only difference now is the camera in front of me, but I be in the mirror literally talk to myself like this every day. Number 20, do not think it cannot happen to you. If you go around this earth talking about people, if you go around like, oh, that can never happen to me, oh, it can never be me, I don't know how they're in that position, they should have did this, they should have done. You never know until you're in that position, and let me tell you, life will humble you faster than the words even came out of your mouth. Things change so fast. You could be fine today and tomorrow your whole world could be upside down. So just have a bit of grace for people. Stay humble. Number 21, it's okay to say no. Again, this is something I'm learning and I'm still integrating in my life. But if you continue to be a yes man to people, they're going to continue to think, okay, I could get one up on you. I can continue to do this. I can continue to do that. More of the story is you don't have to go everywhere. You don't have to feel like a yes man. You don't have to be a people pleaser. Just learn how to say no. It will save you a lot of trouble in the future. That comes with even at work when your boss tells you to do something and it's like, hold on, you already knew I was supposed to leave at this time. Now you're telling me to do this. That means I'm going to leave at a later time. I can't do it. Last but not least, 22, be careful with substances, okay? I'm really speaking to my college people right now. I need you to really look at me. I need you to look at me, okay? I need you to look at me. And this is for someone who went to an HBCU. Please be careful with substances because they can have a toll on your mental health as well. They can have a toll on your physical health. And I know it's a lot of things that people are already told. They're like, oh, I already know this, or oh, everyone always talks about this, and oh my gosh, you won't believe it until it happens to you. Please, one bad mistake, one bad time, one bad trip could literally ruin your life. Colleges, they're cracking down, okay? They're cracking down. You could get kicked out. My school was a no smoke. Even they changed it to even if they smelled smoke on you, you're gone. You're gone. Like, they was being so strict. But like, just be careful with substances. Like, if you know you're around people that you don't really know that well, or you may not trust that well, don't leave your drink. Don't get tore up with them. Just be aware and be alert, because you do not want to be put in a situation and now you're having to fight for your justice. Because I'm gonna tell you this now, they do not care, okay? They do not see rape and they do not see sexual assault as a big crime, and that sucks and it's so hurtful. It's like, dang, so you mean to tell me someone could take advantage of my body? And now you're telling me that I'm a liar and I'm wrong? They're getting 6 months in jail, but I have to pay this much in medical bills. Like, it don't make no sense. So I'm just gonna tell you this, especially like my girlies, please be careful. I know it's so fun to hang out with your friends and be tore up and to do this and that and da-da-da. And I know in college you be like, this is my college campus, like my dorm is right here and I can do this and I can do that and da-da-da. Until you black out and you wake up and you're like, wow, what did I do last night? And I really have to take a step back, because when I tell you, me and my friends was the party people in college. When I tell you, if you needed a party our sophomore year, we was most likely throwing that party. It came to the point though, my mental health was done up. My body, oh my gosh, I was so skinny. Like, you could see my rib cage, y'all. 3, I felt as though my intelligence was decreasing more and more that I use these substances, because I'm like, hold on, I'm forgetting things a lot easier. I can't keep a conversation for real. I don't want to keep a conversation. It's just giving